Yes, 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 yes. Back again tonight. All right, people, the dawn in the building. Yes, getting ready for this show right now. I'm talking about it's Premier League time. All right, let's do this. Welcoming everybody onto this show. All right, people. Yes, we are here again. ISTV in the building. Let's do this. Welcoming everybody on this show. We call it it's Premier League time. Let's talk about the review, the game so far. You know what? I'm not always here. I'm always with my crew. Bishop in the building. Bishop, you are welcome to the show. And also, Prof, you are joining us on this show. What's going on, people?
Very good day, everyone. Good to be on the show today. It was nice, stormy snow in Canada. Like I woke up this morning and the snow was like this to my car. It
Are you
covered my
kidding?
car. They're like, okay, nowhere to go. But we have to go to church now. So we have to start shoveling. Everybody came out. And see, this is the one thing that the Nigerians needs to learn. Everybody in the neighborhood came out with shovel, the one that has machine, the one that has blower, and
Yeah.
in less than 1 hour we cleared our street. And that's how every street did. Everybody, nobody was at home, and that's how it should be. Not like everybody does it doesn't concern me, just stay your own.
Yeah.
I'm not going to church. Even then, they were not going anywhere. They helped those that were going to church. And the road is still okay right now. The highway is good. And that's one thing that Nigeria should learn. Love this is the love they say you should show. Okay, so
Wow.
good premiership. I just came back and I saw the result and I was like 3-1. And not surprised. The result was just no problem. We got what it deserved. I never
That's for
expected
Manchester United.
anything.
Anyway,
Yeah. I never expected anything from it. So, but I just watched the first half alone. So I'm going to talk about the first half that I just watched and the kind of goals that Foden scored. And some people were like, "It's the world best." From his first goal that I saw, he can't score that goal against an Arsenal team. You can't score it against a Liverpool team. Even a Chelsea team, I doubt if we can score that kind of, because they were going to slide the ball. But we have defenders shifting their body away from the post. The keeper helpless. The ball was just calling in. And before that goal, there was a foul. So they were contending the foul, so they lost concentration, and that was how they go.
Yeah.
They lost concentration. They were contending the foul. There was a foul like 30 seconds before then that Walker did on Rashford. I don't think it was a foul, so I don't know why they were contending it. I don't know. So we're going to discuss all on the show and other results. Good weekend. Chelsea drew again.
Yeah, another Chelsea fan is in the building. Prof, you're welcome to the show. What's going on, bro?
Very much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I mean, it's been an amazing week of Premier League. I know we still have one more tomorrow, the Arsenal game, but man, it's been an incredible week of different results. Some shocking results, likes of West Ham and Everton getting beat at home, and then Chelsea losing, dropping points away. Coming from a winning position, and also we saw the Liverpool 9-minute winner by Darwin Núñez, which I didn't think was going to happen, and then obviously today the big one, the Manchester derby that we're going to go into. Yeah, so it's been a great week.
All right, Spike, you like on the video. Let's move on. What do we have? These are the results so far. But don't forget, Arsenal is playing tomorrow to complete this game week 27. But these are the results. Brentford 2-2 with Chelsea. We get to that. And Everton losing to West Ham at home. Also, Fulham are flying, beating Brighton. This is a question I'm going to ask that Brighton manager, the Zebi. Is it, what can I call? Is it a fluke? Is it a coach that people are always talking about? Oh, he got this, he got that. But we get into that. Maybe he's overrated. Let me ask that question. And also, Wolves losing to Newcastle 3-0. Look at that again. Liverpool scoring at the 9 minutes by Darwin Núñez at the 9 minutes, making it 1-0 over Nottingham Forest. Also, Spurs regaining it. They scored 3 and over Crystal Palace. Looking at that as well too, Aston Villa also losing to, Aston Villa won over Luton. On Sunday, which is today, Bournemouth 2-0 over Burnley. I don't know. I think Burnley is going to go down, in my own opinion. Burnley's forget about it.
Yes,
yeah. And also Manchester City versus Manchester United. I tell you, that was a cracker. I thought Manchester United is going to do something after scoring that goal from Rashford, that powerful rocket goal. But the same match ended 3-1. I want to start with you, Bishop. We are going to start on the derby match. That one is hot at the moment. 3-1. Foden, brace. Haaland scored at the dime minute as well too, making it 3. Cancel out Marcus Rashford opening goal. I'm going to start with you, Bishop, on this one. What are your thoughts on this match?
So I just like I said, I've not watched the second half, but I've seen the first half, and from what I saw when the game started, they were all over Man U, and in just a flick moment that Man U had a chance, they scored a goal that is incredible, might be contention for goal of the season. But apart from that goal they scored, they offered nothing. Now there are some chances in that same first half. There were some plays that I saw. They were trying to put in some 2 to 3 passes. Overall, it was like what I expected from them. Very poor performance, no coordination, no style of play, no tactics, no leadership, nobody to take the game by the horn. So I expected that from them. But one thing that I didn't expect from the Man City team, and I'm going to say this to all the viewers listening, and they should be very, and this is why I didn't tip them to win the league. So I'm tipping Liverpool to win the league. I'm seeing some chances that the likes of Haaland and Foden are missing because they have to score 2 or 3 goals now. We're not going to talk about it. If you watch the match, there was an open goal post that Haaland missed. Open goal. I just saw it in the first half. It was just, if Onana was not in the post, just tap the ball in and he just put the ball over. He has been losing that kind of chance this season. This is not the first I've seen. I've seen like 3 of those chances he has missed this season, which was not the last season. So he gives the other team hope, like, oh, so if this guy can get to this position, there is a probability, there's a chance that he's not going to score this ball. So since he's there, they're going to take their chances. They're going to Liverpool next. I expect them to get a draw. I expect that game to end in a draw. That's what I expect. But if they don't do what they're supposed to do, I think Liverpool is going to take the game from them. But in this match, just like I expected from Man United, no spine, nothing to write home about, no lesson to take. I've said this about Man United in the last podcast we did, me and you. Is this coach the next person to take us to the next level? If he's the next coach, what are the signs? What sign are we seeing? We're not seeing any sign of improvement. Now, Rashford has scored an unbelievable goal. Guess what? He's going to go another 6 matches without a goal. He's going to go another 7 matches without a goal. And he comes and scores one blind there. Everybody will shout, oh, he still has it. If does not has it again, he has to be consistent. Rashford is no longer a young boy. Rashford is no longer in the generation of young. Yeah. This guy has been on the big stage for more than 6 years. So it's no longer. I know his first match, it was against Arsenal. His first match was against an Arsenal team, and Wenger was still the coach then. So you can't tell me that this is still a young guy in the process. He should have arrived by now. He should have been eating the fruit of our labor on this guy by now. This guy is on 300,000 for crying out loud. Sorry, 320. Wow. So we need to get it back. We need to get some things back from you. If you cannot fulfill that, then you can go. Now he's tied to a long-term contract. He has like 3 years to go. Who is going to buy Rashford for 40 million or 50 million? I don't think anybody will splash that money. Wow. And now you have that kind of person, 320 in your books. What do you do? It becomes a problem to the management, to the coach. Do you still want this guy to play for you? The coach has not come out to say anything. He had an interview last week and was saying, if you are for me, fine. If you are not for me, the better. This one and this one. We need your all-round play to be better. I don't need you to score 1 goal and disappear in the next 5 matches. I need you to be consistent in 5-7 matches. That is how we compare you to the best. Not just one flick show, not just one flick goal. Show us what you can do. You have the potential. You have been in this club for more than 7 years. If we look at the squad, let's remove Evans or Shaw. Rashford should be one of the oldest members of this Man United team. Apart from Evans that came back, let's remove Evans. He should be one of the oldest, if not the oldest, of this squad. So what is he doing? What have you learned from the likes of Giz that you play with, from the likes of Scholes, from the likes of Rooney? What did you learn from them? Nothing. We've not seen anything. To me, I think it's time you cut their losses with some players. Many players need to go. They are not up to the standard. For Alex Ferguson, I'm going to stop you. Alex Ferguson said the day that the Blues will take over Manchester, he will not be alive. I'm very sorry, you are still alive, and they are taking over Manchester.
Oh my goodness. All right, Prof, let's hear from you about this encounter, Debbie. How do you see it? How do you feel it?
Yeah, what a match that was. I mean, like Bishop said, a lot of people expected Man United to get beaten that game. The record doesn't speak well, but one funny thing is that I think Guardiola has lost 40% of his home games to Man United since he has gone there. For some way, somehow, Man United always find a way to turn up at the Etihad. Don't let's forget the days of Mourinho when Pogba had the second half comeback.
Even Ole too.
Even and all that. So yeah, now to get an Eric Ten Hag who we thought was going to come and change this style, give us the pattern, the Ajax football. We all thought that was what we were expecting. But to come into the Premier League, and I saw an abject style of football today. Packing the box to, I mean, I'm going to make a comparison here. We all know that Man United are doing a little bit better than Chelsea at this moment in time. But we saw the way Chelsea went to the Etihad and how they performed. They string passes together, they attacked the City. Man United just went there and laid down to die. They were happy that Rashford could bring out a goal from nowhere. And once Rashford got that in, that was all. Mentally wise, they were set to just defend all through. And when you cannot defend so much against Man City, they will find a way. And found a way they did. And I must give kudos to the likes of Phil Foden, who this season has taken Man City by the scruff of the neck. Forget De Bruyne, forget Eden Haaland, who has been out for 3 months, both of them have been injured. Foden has been the mainstay in this team since the season started, and he has propelled them this far. So he must be giving great kudos to Phil Foden. Yeah, Bishop spoke about Haaland missing chances. True, he's missing chances, but I can also remember, when he missed that chance, a picture of Aguero came to my mind. Aguero missed chances too. One thing about Man City is that they keep creating a lot that you miss and get that you miss. Yes. Because that's what they do. They keep creating chance after chances that Alan can miss a clear cut, a sitter, 2 sitters, and go on and score 3, and then you forget that he has missed. So that's a kind of team that they are. They create a whole lot of chances. What next for Man U? I think Man U cannot just wait to get. Man U just need to get to May, the end of the season, and go back and have go back to the drawing board with the new. If I don't know if you've gotten Ashworth in yet from Newcastle. No, not yet. They need to get that man in fast. They need to have an identity. How can Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, even one of the biggest, don't have an identity? It's honestly it's shameful. We don't know what people are going to play. We don't know what players are turning up. Some players are falling injured anyhow. The likes of Johnny Evans still at the back playing against Man City. Honestly, is not a good watch at all. It's not. I think you guys wait to get to the end of the season.
Okay, Prof, you said something about lying down and dying. This was the same formation they went to Liverpool to do, because Liverpool did just break them down. So he thought he's going to work against Man City. So he came to lie down, just flog us. This is not, and this is what I'm saying. Why, your last point, you said they cannot wait to get to Mill. Why do we have to wait to get to Mill? There's still we can still rescue this season, not in terms of qualifying for Champions League, not in terms of winning the league, not in terms of winning FA Cup. We can still rescue this season. How? Get the coach you want for next season in now. Let him start the correction now. Just tell the coach this season.
But you're talking about the coach. Why? What about all the players?
No, some players need to go. So if this is the coach that will lead to the next season, fine. Give us the player that needs to go. Stop playing them. Let them start packing their bags now. If you need how many players, give us the names of players you need. By May, we're going to get you maybe 2 or 3 of them. Then in January, we'll get you another 2. Then the next May, we'll get you another 2. That is how you make plans. This place that Arteta is today with Arsenal took them more than 3 transfer windows to get to where they are. They didn't just buy rights at their first window. They didn't buy adverts at their second window. This thing takes time. Now, if this is the next coach, if this is the coach that will take you to the next level, no identity, no tactical improvement, no improvement from the player side. Why would I want to give you the job to go to the next season? I don't know why.
But Bishop, if I want to ask you as a Manchester United, let's call out some players that you think they shouldn't be putting on the shirt anymore. They should. I mean, what players are you looking at?
Number one, when we start from that back line that started today,
Yes.
Varane, Evans, the two of them shouldn't be in this club. Not because of today or anything. For this season, Evans, I've been really impressed with Evans. And I said if they're going to do player of the season today, Evans was not brought in to play as much match as he's going to play this season. He was just brought in like a backup for Carling Cup and so. But because of the injury to Martinez, Harry Maguire form and his injury, Varane form just fell off like that. Then the Lindelof, him too, his form just went off. Him to injury. So because of that, Evans is playing more. I don't expect Evans to be here next year. I don't expect Varane to be here next year. I don't expect Casemiro to be here next year. I don't expect Anthony to be here next year. I don't expect Martial to be here next year. There are many of them like that. Even Shaw.
Look, Shaw. Yeah.
I have to come to Shaw because his injury is becoming a problem. We need availability before we can even start talking of you showing up. For all of Rashford's mistake and error and non-improvement, he's always available. He's one player that hardly goes on injury. You need those kind of players. So I'm still McTominay will go because it's going to fetch Man U a lot of money. I'm not selling McTominay for anything less than 45 billion because that's the only asset I feel they have. For Rashford, I'm still in between. I don't know. I like him as a person. He's saying the right thing, but his play is not showing what he's saying. It's like two opposite things coming together. So I don't really know what they need to do. But I know if Ten Hag is the guy to lead you to next season, I know he must have penned down some players that will be leaving by May.
But you don't trust this coach now.
I don't trust Ten Hag because I'm not seeing the identity. Even when Arteta came in, Arteta first season, Arteta was playing passing from the back with Mustafi, with Papalobos and all of them, and they were making mistakes, and we can see. But you can see what he was trying to do. You can see the pattern. They were making the mistake, but you can see what he was trying to do. Now he has brought in ball-playing defenders that can string the passes together. But in Man U case, they are not even showing me what they want to do. I don't even know what they want to do. You just go to a Liverpool side and lie down and say, we will defend all our life. You go to a Man City side, which is your greatest rival. If you watch Everton Liverpool, which is a very big rival again, you will see where Everton will come out and say, you will never win us easily. It will take sweat. Arsenal is going to Spurs. Watch the way Spurs is going to play. We are not saying you are not going to win the league, but we are going to sweat for it. Those are derby matches, not just going to your neighbor's house and lying down and let them beat you left, center.
I must say that I'm very, very disappointed with what Man U did today. And look, but Onana is a bright spot. Onana tried. I must give credit to Onana today. I think Onana played well. But look at what Onana did today. He was spraying passes. He was hitting long balls. He knew, when you get the goalkeeper like this, I thought you brought in a keeper like this with the idea of playing out from the back, playing expansive football. Well, we're not seeing that expansive football this season. It's almost like you're wasting his talent. That was why we brought him. Onana was the best last year in the whole world. The goalkeeper, ball playing goalkeeper. That can start the attack from the back. The likes of something that the Arteta was dying to have. Went on to buy Raya. Pep. This big managers, they want such goalkeeper. You got him, and then you are playing a low block with him. You are defending for your lives with him. Why? Is it because some players are injured? Is it because there was no Rasmus Højlund? Is it because of the likes of Martial and Mount and Eriksen? I don't know why he has not been able to factor out a good playing style. And if Bishop is saying that he doesn't want that manager, I don't know what the hierarchy in United are saying at this moment in time. But I've not heard rumors that he's leaving. I've not heard rumors that there will be change of manager of the manager yet. So far, so good. I think they are backing him. But if you say you want another manager, what manager would you like to come into this Man United team? Because this Man United team, they've changed a whole lot of managers in the last 4-5 seasons.
All right, we quickly want before we move on to the next game, Bishop. If you look at the set of coaches around the world right now, which coach are you looking at for Man U to go for if they are going to sack Erik ten Hag?
If they're going to sack,
but don't tell me don't tell me this Brighton coach.
No. See, that's why I'm saying that there are only two coaches you can get for Man U now that can stabilize this. Now you can either tempt Zidane to come out and coach, or you tempt an Allegri to come and do the job.
Wow.
Either you wait, the two of them can do the job perfectly. But I know it to be those two are far-fetched. Now there's another far fetch, but you can bring him with your money. You can, if with influence, he will come. I'm talking of Ancelotti of Real Madrid. That guy can stabilize a team. That guy can stabilize and build a team. I'm just saying he's a fast fetch also. I'm not saying he's going to leave a big Madrid, but if you give him a project, he can. It's something that he can work on. Now, I'll now go the line of how other clubs has been going. Your ex players. Which of your ex players are doing well right now? None of them in Man U, but we can bring out one guy, which is going to be a controversy. So we say Social, we're giving you 3 years. Your first year, no target. Give us the players you want and the players you don't want. We'll get them for you in 4 windows. I will get rid of these ones in 4 windows. Then in second season, start giving him a target of top 4. Then the fourth season, start giving him a target of winning the league. That is how that team has been going. This is how.
Are you saying Man United to go back to Ole?
That's what I want to say.
Bishop,
right.
So, Bishop, this is the question I will ask you. Which of Man U ex players is a good coach right now?
No, but no, I can't. I don't see any of them.
You see now, you can bring out one. That's the issue.
Yeah.
But
there are young managers everywhere doing well. You know, you still have the likes of that for the Bayern manager that was sacked. You know, it's still there. You know, it's still available. Yeah, Nagelsmann, thank you very much.
So what I'm saying
Thomas Tuchel will be free.
Thomas Tuchel will be free. Yes,
we have the Sporting Lisbon.
Xavi will be free.
Xavi will be free.
Let's talk about why can't Man United go in hard for Xavi Alonso?
Because he's not an ex-player. Now that's what I'm telling you. Do you know the first question is ex-players. That is what clubs are going through now. That you can say an national team that came and Arteta is our ex-player. Liverpool now, they are looking at Xabi Alonso or maybe Steven Gerrard or anybody. They're looking at their ex-players. Who is a Man U ex-player that is doing well as a coach? Nobody can point to anyone. All of them is just to say nonsense on the podcast.
Yeah, Michael
Carrick.
Where is he coaching? I think he's in the youth team. He's not among the set.
No, it's not
in the
second
division or some championship.
Okay, I'm going to quickly get Carrick to see. Okay,
so honestly, I don't think maybe people should give Eric Ten Hag one more season.
No. We don't have that thing that we don't have any identity is killing me seriously.
Honestly, there's no identity.
We don't even know what we're playing. No pattern. That's what's killing me.
The signings have been ludicrous. He brought Anthony for 80 million. He wanted him and he got him. And such a signing has gone to waste. So honestly, I think he has to pay. At some point, he has to pay with his job. I'm not in the camp of sacking managers, but you know, when you're being backed, he has been backed. He wanted Eriksen, they gave him. He wanted Mount, they gave him. He wanted Anthony, and they gave him. So you live and die by these decisions. So if Man United feel like you need to sack him by the end of the season,
Carrick is the coach of Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough is 14th in the championship. I'm going to start watching it. No, it's not even about the position. I'm going to start watching their match and see if you can bring out a style of play. It's not about position. Just give me a style of play that gives me hope. Do you know why Arteta was back even when he was having wrong decision? Because everybody could see what he was trying to do. Even a blind man could see like, this guy's trying to play from the back. He's trying to build the structure. He's trying to get this. And now look at where they are. This is, if the hang is giving me a structure, I would have given him as long as 5 years. I know he will get it fine, but this one, there's no structure. Just like you said, no style of play.
Nothing.
His signings, the last time I did it, his signings are enough for him to get him sacked. The signings he has made are enough for him to get sacked. You can't make those signings and still remain on the job. Never.
All right, let's quickly talk about this one. Brentford versus Chelsea. Prof, you have to start from you. What's happening in Chelsea camp?
It's a scale. It is. I was not excited.
Bishop, you don't see that. You don't see that game. I
think Bishop was one of the people that allowed me. When I was supposed to be watching Liverpool's match, he caught my goal. As soon as he left, we scored this. Then he came back and then we didn't score again. Honestly, it is you know, one thing with Chelsea now is most Chelsea fans that were there, we don't have that, we don't get sad anymore. We've lost that shock. You know, that shock when your team loses and you're in shock. We've lost it because they've been very poor this season, Chelsea. You know, for me now, I think, and I know on the group I've been in support of Poch, giving him excuses of it's his first season. He had to throw all these young players together, injuries, this and that and that. But now, when I'm starting to see a pattern that I'm not interested, I don't like in Chelsea. I'm starting to see players not having enough character. I think it's enough of the season. It's time in the season to be able to imbibe character. Let these players know the club they are playing for. When you take a lead, a 1-0 lead at Brentford, and you go halftime, and you come back and you are worse off than you started. I saw his stats. If Chelsea, if the results of the table are based on first half results, Chelsea will be 7 points behind the leaders now.
Yeah.
But if our results are based on second half, we'll be six. I think we'll be 18th or 17th relegation. So that for me, a manager has to answer. What are you telling them? Halftime. What are you saying halftime? You see, when a lot of Chelsea players are calling for Mourinho, not because they don't know that Mourinho is tactically not there, is not there anymore yet tactically. We all know he has lost his work, but they know that Mourinho knows the right words to say. Look at that day that Gary Neville came out and called us bottle jobs. They asked you the question and you were just sounding so nice, is my friend. Mourinho would have given him back to him. This thing is getting to the players. There's a way you speak to the media. You speak to these players. It gives them fight. They are young players. They need that. They need all this. And that's why some Chelsea fans are clamoring for Mourinho, and I don't blame them. I personally would not. I'm in between. I don't know. I'm not sure about Mourinho, but I understand why they say they want Mourinho back. Because you cannot have a manager what are you telling them halftime? That these players going, they perform first half, they go in and come back second and they capitulate. So it's honestly it was such an annoying game to watch. And they had to rescue a point, but for me, it's just I don't know what to say at this moment in time because I'm fed up of what is going on in this football club at this moment in time. I'm very, very fed up. I think the players some of them are too naive. They are just too naive. They've not, they don't know how to close games out. They don't know how to control games. We are always watching the amount of blood I've lost watching Chelsea this season. I don't think I've lost that type of blood because we are always on the edge. You know that problem is coming. You know that attack is coming. You are never so comfortable watching Chelsea this season, and that for me, a manager has to take responsibility. And the way he speaks at the media, I still talk about it. I'm not comfortable with the approach addresses the media, and I think that infiltrates into the mentality of these players at this moment in time.
You mean the way he talks at the media? I mean,
yes. I don't think he doesn't speak with so much conviction. He doesn't speak with a manager that knows that has such a strong hold, and I think he needs to do that. The players. I think behind the scenes, the players might like him. It doesn't strike me as a manager that
go hard on them.
Yes, that go hard on them. It doesn't strike me as that. So they might like him. The other day, Gallagher came out to say he loves playing for Poch and all that. Players are saying they like playing for another. Maybe he's a nice man behind the scenes, but I don't think these players need that now. I think they need someone that is more astute, that can get into their heads. These players are young. Get into their heads early. Let them fight. Let them know that this is Chelsea Football Club. They are all coming from different young, small teams, and they're in Chelsea. Apart from the likes of Palmer, who came from Man City, they all they're coming from smaller teams than Chelsea. So you need to let them know where they're at. And I think he's not doing a great job at that at this moment in time.
All right, moving on to West Ham. Winning over.
Hold on. I want to say something about this Chelsea.
About the Chelsea, okay.
Yeah, so I was watching the match in line with Liverpool's match, but I was not when they scored the 1-0. I saw the Brentford side just kicking the ball like they had no business on the pitch. But then second half began and it was like Chelsea now wore the uniform of Brentford and Brentford took Chelsea's uniform. It was like there was a change of uniform and the whole match just turned. Brentford would have scored 4 goals under 20 minutes of that second half. That was the truth about it. They were hitting the bar. They were all over Chelsea. The goals that they finally scored, not the super kick. The first one they scored, not the super kick. The 3 defenders of Chelsea were looking at the ball and they were looking for who to go to attack the attacker. I don't know if they appointed someone to mark him. They was like, oh, he's your man, he's not my man. That was how the team just looked like. Like everyone was like, what happened? And you can see Casedo was going with the Casedo
Bishop, you know what that is? You know what that is? That is lack of leaders.
Yeah,
when you have and
that's where you're
all looking at themselves.
Yeah, that's how
you know what? Something struck me after that first goal. That it was Disasi's fault. You know what happened? Petrovic and Disasi shook hands after crossing the road. That's for me. That for me is that's for me.
What?
Sums Chelsea up. they've considered a bad goal, and some of them shake hands. That would never happen in like Peter Cech would have screamed at
And
whoever
screamed,
defender was in
yes,
front of him.
yes.
But you know, they are all your Petrovic is
or John Terry.
Exactly, John Terry. So this
no,
is
you can't
lack
do
of
that.
leadership, and this can only be put on the board. Like I said, I always try to see where they are going. I always try to see what they are trying to do. And yes, a lot of people have criticized this model, this club model. I personally thought, okay, on a long term basis, it might serve us well. But now I'm starting to see some of the things that people are saying. I know that years to come, Caicedo will not be what he is today. Disaster will not be what he is today. They will probably have learned from some of their mistakes now. But if you want to win now, I don't think you cannot win with such. You can't win with the core, with the backbone of young players who are naive, who have no character, no experience. You can't win with them, and that's what we are seeing in Chelsea now. They can give you good performances here and there, but you can. They will never sustain those performances because mentally they are very weak. Mentally, these players very weak. No character, no leadership. And if this board they must go in and address it. This is something that Mourinho would have told them. That look, Mourinho would have been disgusted with this. He would have gone in there and told Bodi, I need to get me some ready-made players, 2-3, to bring the mentality, winners mentality into this team. And then you can infuse it with the young players who are talented and you can move forward. But if we continue like this, we're not going anywhere.
But you know there is a leader in that team in every aspect. So I know what they did. So at the back we have a Thiago Silva, which maybe is injured. I don't know if he's injured now. I don't know why he's not playing. Then at the front we have a Sterling, which is very, very experienced. Now, for Sterling, it shows a brilliant of there and there, not consistent. But I believe he should still be in the team just because of that his experience. Nothing else than that his experience. You can tell the young guys, I've been here before. This is what we should do. Then in that midfield is my problem. Karaga or Gallagher, the captain is the only guy there that plays with his heart. The rest of the guys are zero. They don't play with their hearts. They don't even play like they want to be on the pitch. There's only that guy, and him is like the less technical among all of them. He has the less technical ability amongst them, but he's only the one that has the heart to play that kind of man. So what Chelsea need, you said they cement that Man U is in a better place than Chelsea. I don't think so. I think Chelsea still play better football than Man U. To me, the lead position might be decisive. Chelsea still play better football than Man U. I think I've seen some Chelsea's game that I can say, they have this pattern, they played like this. I have not watched any Man U match this season that I can point to. This is the only way they want to play. So, and again, Man U has more experienced player and it's not showing. We have Casemiro, a Champions League, 5 times Champions League winner. We have Varane, we have Evans. What do you want? Which experience do you want in Bruno again? We have all this experience, but nothing is happening. So Chelsea is going to click. They just need, just like you said, an experienced player, maybe 1 or 2 in the middle pack, in the back line, and in the forward line. And in the forward line, in the middle line, and in the back line. But one of the problem of this Chelsea team, I heard the guy, Colwyn, or what's his name, he said he wants to be a regular central back. But he's not showing enough to play in that position. So what do you do to that kind of player? Do you sell him or you want him to wait? He's a generational talent, I get. He has the future, everything. But he's saying, I want to play now, and I want to play in central back. He's dictating. Just like you said, if Mourinho comes in, but we'll put him in his space. I'm telling you, better sit down there, or you go to Team C and go and be playing. So you need those kind of coach to handle them with a iron hand.
All right, let's move on to this one. Quick one. Everton losing to West Ham. I don't know how this manager did it. I mean, West Ham are really flying. Prof, what do you want to say about this game?
I mean, Everton, they were so poor. I think they took the lead in that game. Yeah, and then they came back to lose the game 3.
Yeah. They even lost the penalty.
They lost the penalty.
They lost the penalty.
I didn't watch the game, but I watched seeing the results.
Bishop, you watched it?
Yeah. They lost the penalty.
They lost the penalty. I saw it too. They lost a penalty.
So I think Everton they will do well today. Obviously in the relegation fight. We all know that they've helped. They've gotten their points. They are in I think 16th, 25 points. So they are 5 points ahead of Luton Town, which so it shows they are still in relegation fight. But God, they should thank their stars for the points that was returned back to them by the FA. So I don't think they will relegate. I think they will keep flirting relegation, Sondage will keep making them hard to beat. But that was the performance that we rarely see from a Sondage side, losing 3 goals at home because he bases he used to base his quality on his own games.
Home
He likes
games.
to yes, he points out his own games as games that where he can get points, where he can pick up points. But he didn't, to lose like that to West Ham is a very bad result for Everton.
All right, moving on to this one. Fulham 3 and Brighton 0. Bishop, I have to hand over the Zebi. I think it's overrated for me.
No, so when you say overrated,
look at
who was rating him before? No, don't. Who was rating him before? When
the media.
Overrated,
Prof, you are there now.
The media can say anything
but look, the Zerbi still remains we can't take it away from him. What position are they on the table now? I know Yadi has been losing games recently.
They are number 9, 39 points.
They are still 9. Look, they are still 9. One thing is where do we expect?
People are. Oh, I lost Prof there. Prof, can you hear me? Jump out and I think your network. Bishop, considering the fact of Brighton now, people are saying the Zebi Liverpool can bring him in to replace Jurgen Klopp or goes to Barcelona. Is this kind of?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, I lost my connection. Yeah, so let's not forget that Brighton lost some very key players. They've sold the majority of their players to likes of McAllister, Caicedo. These 2 players, no matter what you say, they've lost a quality in that team, and they replaced them with some younger players. So I don't think that we expect Brighton to challenge for the top 4. That's why I think we expect them to challenge for the Premier. I just think that this is where they'll be in and around those spots, those Europa Conference League positions. So look, I know right now they're not performing well, but I just think that that manager needs time. And for me, I think he's a manager. I think he's a good man. I still rate the Zerbi because now you talk about pattern of play, Bishop. This is a man that has a pattern of play. You can never. A Zerbi side will always give you good football. They will always give you good football. They will always create chances. So that's what you need. You just can only imagine what Zerbi will do if he has more quality players, because we've seen him do wonders with quality players, and they've lost the core of those players. So I think they are so inconsistent because of that reason. But Zerbi is still a good manager.
Okay, so
let me take this, Bishop.
Bishop,
I'm going to ask you: do you prefer the Zerbi over Eric Ten Hag in this position now?
No, I would rather take an Eric Ten Hag, and I will tell you why. you said there's a style of play for no. The Zerbi does not have a style of play. Brighton has a style of play.
Oh,
even
they
if
have
employ
structure.
Me as the coach. They have
a structure already.
If I'm the coach, if they employ me as the coach of Brighton today, they will tell me this is how we play. It's just like Barcelona bringing in a Mourinho. Mourinho will play that backer style. He has no choice. It's a structure. They built the structure over time. Barcelona has built that structure. You can't just come and say it's long ball. Today is long ball. No, Barcelona doesn't play long ball. We don't play long ball in this team. This is what we play. So Brighton has that same structure like Barcelona. This is what we play. The coach that Chelsea signed from them. What's his name? Oh, the guy that scattered the whole Chelsea team first.
What's his name?
Graham Potter.
Potter. He was still same style he was playing. The same team.
Bishop. It was Graham Potter that started that style.
Right. Yeah.
Before him, they had the likes of
structure.
They had They had the likes of Creed. No, wait. They have a structure for recruitment.
Yes.
Not a structure for pattern of play. Chris Hughton was the form. I watched Brighton. Brighton when they came back Premier League, but not playing like that. They had the likes of there was one of this rigid striker up front. I've forgotten his name. They were not playing good football when they just came. They were just winning. No. It was Graham Potter that laid.
Potter was playing a good football.
It was Potter. Yes, Potter laid the foundation for good football, obviously, and the Zerbi took it from there, took it to another level which we saw last season. Now Zerbi has been known for that pattern of play. That's what I was saying before he came.
From CS Moscow.
Yes, I think was it not? Did he coach? Did he coach Shakhtar? I'm not sure if he did, but Zerbi has been. Exactly. So yeah, but Zerbi he himself as a manager prides himself in playing that type of style. So it's not just a Brighton thing. I think the Zerbi itself is a good manager. So I don't think you are being fair to him so much by judging him with his Brighton results.
No, I'm not judging him by his results.
A small team will always be.
I'm not judging by that. I don't expect Brighton to challenge for top 4. Just
always
like
be inconsistent.
I don't expect them to challenge for top 4. I agree. I don't expect them to challenge for the title. I agree. But I don't expect them to go to Fulham, They have been having bad results this season. It's not only
Yeah.
Fulham results. This is not the Fulham. It's not about Fulham. Oh. Fulham is better than them. They've gone to Wolves. I'm going to look at their result now. Their last 7 matches, I'm going to go it now. They've lost to Fulham. They've lost to Wolves. They drew Everton. They won Sheffield. Can you see those kind of matches? It's only Sheffield they've won in 6 matches. Only Sheffield.
Wow. Yeah.
They've lost to they lost to Tottenham, obviously. They lost to Luton. They've lost to Luton. Come on now. These things are not they're not cast in stone. You can't be playing like this.
Yeah.
You can't be playing like this and say you want to you have a style of play. Now when you go to losing players, they lost McAllister, Casedo, and maybe 1 or 2 players.
Yeah.
They brought in almost 6 players. And so far, the Barcelona guy is there. They have a striker.
Would you say that Newcastle is performing very badly this season? Very poorly this season?
Newcastle are finding their levels. Newcastle is not performing badly. They are finding,
if you say Newcastle is not performing badly, do you know that Brighton are 1 point away from Newcastle?
That's what I'm saying. Like, forget the table. To me, I believe Chelsea is still better than Man United. Where is Chelsea on the table? Where is Man U on the table?
Well, we can say that, but the table doesn't lie, Bishop.
The table doesn't lie, but the style of play.
It's a result. It's a result-based business. No matter
Chelsea
what.
went to Liverpool.
Whether style of play or no style of play. Let me tell you something. If Mourinho comes to Chelsea today and starts playing, what you call back the boss, and gets the win, nobody will. Chelsea fans they won't care.
Yes, now.
So it's all about the results.
Yes, now.
Even Eric Ten Hag, if Eric Ten Hag had gone today and gotten that result today, if he had gotten a draw, he won that game with that one. We won't come and say anti-football. All these things that we would have said.
We say
we would have told him, we would have been giving him kudos that he devised the plan to hold the champion. So we have to know that there are different ways to winning a game sometimes.
When he came back from Liverpool, I said it here. I said that was the nonsense performance I've ever seen Man United play. And he went online on media to say they were celebrating a draw at Anfield. What a shame what Man United has become. Like they were celebrating a draw that Liverpool nearly bastardized you. That they were just unlucky not to score. And you are celebrating a draw. No, now it's a shame to Man United. That's one of the reasons the standard has so fallen for most of these top clubs. That's why I look at Chelsea. I judge Chelsea with the likes of when I have the Mikel, a Drogba, everyone, and Michael Essien, Ashley Cole, John Terry, Lampard. I'm judging them with that high, not knowing that they've fallen off that place. That's why you look at these teams now. That's why if Aston should go and get tomorrow and draw the game, do you know what? I will not be angry because this has been their pattern. Almost there and always messed up when they're almost there. I'm not going to criticize them, but I've never seen a Man United being this ridiculed like this. I've never seen it, and that's why it's painful to watch.
All right, let's quickly moving on to Newcastle. They won the game over Wolves Wanderers 3-0. Bishop, do you watch it?
Yeah, I saw the goals. Lucky goals. Very lucky goals. Wolves were all over them. This match, Wolves were all over them. But they had some lucky goals, some mistakes from the defense. Give them the ball. And Newcastle was always home. Their home turf is always a very hard place to go for mid-table team to get a result. So I expected nothing less from them. They did the job. But for Newcastle, I'm just looking at their futures and they are keeping their coach, which is good.
In fact, I wanted to go into that coach for Newcastle. What do you think about him?
Yeah, he's an average good guy that if you give him stability, when I mean stability, if you give him season,
so you have to give him. You want to give him another season?
Yes, I'm going to give him another season.
Look at the table.
It's not about the table. See, I'm telling you, these tables are. Well, have you seen what's it called? Trippier came out and said when they lost a match, the fans were shouting on him, and he was talking back to the fans, and he said, "Do you know how many players we are missing? Do you know how many players we are missing right now?" He was talking back to the fans. He was not even talking to media. See, if you give these guys the players they need, with stability as a coach of 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, they will get going. It will get you somewhere.
Is it better than Eric Ten Hag?
Is it better than Eric Ten Hag? I would not say it's better than Eric Ten Hag. What I would say is that he has a steady, he has a consistent coaching pattern with some players that he has
So he has the structure.
and now him is also
He has
been
a
used
style.
to EPL. He has a style. He knows what he wants to play. Rough them. That's not the kind of style I want for Man U. Doesn't stay. I will not say it's better. Rough the opponent up. Make it very tight for them. Don't lose guard. Don't just make sure they are not easy. They don't pass the ball easily. That's how they play. If I go through the Premiership, I like apart from Klopp, Pep, Arteta, who will I want to come to Man U? I'm going to go for what's his name, the Villa guy.
Prof, what's his name?
Emery.
Emery.
That's the next person I'm going to go for. Not because of his position. I've seen Villa play, and you can watch. You are excited to see Villa play. You are excited to see these guys are playing ball. These guys are doing well. These guys have the pattern. These guys can do this. He's getting the best out of Watkins. I have a coach that made my one of my prodigy very worst, Rashford. It means that an Emery will get the best out of Rashford. So we need those kind of coach. We need those kind of coach to stabilize the team, to stabilize the
We have
club.
gone to Man United again.
So this you don't know. He said Newcastle coach. They have this style of play that I don't like. So I will not want him in a Man U. He has a style of play that I don't like. They just rough the other opponent, rough them, and let's see where we go from there. That's how they play.
All right, let's talk about this game as well. To Liverpool won over Nottingham Forest.
This is the main game.
That's the main game. Prof, I have to start with you. How do you feel about the goal?
I mean, the game was
crazy
simultaneously with Chelsea. So, like I said, I was focused on Chelsea, but I saw the highlights, and I mean, I actually finished Chelsea. I didn't know. I thought Liverpool had drew the game, but only to find out that when Nunes, they gotten a late winner at the dying second of the game. I mean, for me, it's just everything just keeps going. It's that Jurgen Klopp's way.
Yeah.
Just when you think that we fall short at the 99th minute, they got, and now, you expect some of their players to come in, the likes of Musala, to get back into the team for to be fit enough to feature in the match against Man City next week Sunday, which is going to be a blockbuster match. Some people will probably call it the title decider, even though Arsenal will have something to say about that. But yeah, I mean, for me, Liverpool, the way is just, this is what I speak about mentality. The manager has infused it in these players. They know they just keep going. Now this is not even an Anfield thing again. They were away, at the Nottingham Forest at the Nottingham Forest stadium, and they still went on and on to the dying minute. They knew they just keep believing that they can get the 3 points. They are not fighting for draws because this is what the manager has imbibed, has infused in them. They know to always go for for glory. And so yes, good one for them. Good one for Nunes. It will help his confidence a lot. If for the game against Man City, and that for me seems to be. I think whoever wins that psychologically for me, because we are towards the end of the season now. I think we are at the business end of the season. We've gotten to the business, so I think psychologically that's the match to put one on your opponent. If whoever wins that game, it's going to be a very interesting match to watch.
Bishop, you want to say something?
So let's remove the late winner first. There was 8 minutes was added. At the 97th minute, there was a corner kick at the other end in Liverpool's box. Konate faked an head injury, and this I think Chelsea guy was with the ball. The Chelsea guy in Nottingham Forest was with the ball, and the referee blew for an head injury, which was normal, right? Everybody accepted. Only for the referee to give the ball back to Liverpool at that time. Now, I'm trying to tell you what happened at the tail end of the match, which is causing controversy now.
Yes, I want to.
That made the chairman of Nottingham Forest now facing disciplinary action. So we are discussing it now. So the guy came, and the guy was with the ball. What is the rule of the game? Give the ball back to who was in possession. Yes. The referee gave the ball back to Liverpool. Now Liverpool
that was a mistake.
So that was a mistake. Liverpool now played that ball, resulted in a corner kick. And this is where Awoniyi came to. Awoniyi has been trending on Twitter. This is where Awoniyi messed up. They cleared the ball. The ball was with, I don't know his name, maybe it's Gibson or one of them. Awoniyi was running. What Gibson would have done, put the ball, balloon the ball to the other hand. Let Awoniyi chase.
And the referee
would blow the end of the game. Instead, he wanted to pass the ball to Awoniyi. and Awoniyi Hills kicked the ball back, and I don't know who got the Liverpool guy got the ball, crossed the ball,
Cross the
goal
bar, and that
happened,
was it.
and that was it, and that was how they considered the goal. Now at the end of the match, the Nottingham Forest chairman, not even the coach, the chairman came down,
Came
went to the
down.
referee's face and told him that you are a fraud and this. He gave him a red card. I don't know why he's giving the chairman a red card. Gave the chairman a red card. Gave the chairman
Oh
a
my
red card.
goodness.
And
I
now
saw it.
they're going to they're holding a disciplinary hearing for the chairman, saying he's calling him foul language. But that is not a mistake to be made at that time. At that time, you can't make that kind
You
of mistake. That is why we
absolutely.
are saying that is a useless mistake. The ball belongs to Forest. If they
The
have had the
Forest.
ball, they won't have had that corner kick in the first place. So now, those kind of mistakes are playing in Liverpool's favor. And people are now saying they want to give the cup to Liverpool. I don't think they want to give the cup to Liverpool. I just think Liverpool were lucky to benefit from that mistake. That's all.
Yes.
Not that there's no injustice here. It's just luck that happens, and Liverpool benefited. So that's
Well,
just
all right, let's move on to this one, and that's Spurs winning over Crystal Palace. Prof, do you watch it?
Yeah, I saw the highlights of the game.
Highlight. Yeah.
They went. I think they were 1-0 down. Spurs, and then they came back with goals from Romero, from Son, and I can't remember who scored the. Okay, yeah, it was from Timo Werner. He scored the
Werner.
equalizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Romero came back at the 88th minute to score two, which made it 2-1. Then Son killed the game at the 88th minute. One thing about I must say about Spurs, obviously, Crystal Palace were not so good in that game. They were coming back from a 3-0 win against Burnley. You can call that a new manager bounce. Let's not forget they have a new manager. But then I knew that it was always going to be a very tough ask for them to go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and get a win. And that's what Tottenham showed. They showed more quality in the game. I must say that manager keeps going. It was down one a big Ange Postecoglou is a manager that doesn't stop. It just keeps going. When they were down 1-0, he took off the defensive midfielder and brought in an attacker. To go all guns blazing against Palace, and he paid off as he got 3 goals from it. So I think one thing I must give kudos to this manager for is he believes in his style, and it doesn't go away from it. He believes that he can attack, and he's going to concede goals, but he believes that he's going to score more than the opponent, and that is what he has. That's what he has taken on board this season that has made Spurs go this far. So in this season, having lost their talisman, Harry Kane, they still score lots of goals. I think it's the people underestimate the job that this man has done. To lose your number one striker, the second highest scorer in the Premier League history, to lose that man with such a lot of goals and still fill up with with the goals that he has been scoring, I think it's an incredible job, and that's why for me he was given the manager of the year in the London Football Awards as the manager of Spurs. So yeah, I kudos to the man, kudos to the job he's doing in Spurs. I think he's going to take them far next season as well.
All right, Bishop, you are going to take us to the next one. Aston Villa won over Luton.
Oh, my pure Luton Town, the best second half team.
You love Luton.
The best second half team in the whole Premiership.
I'm telling you.
I watched them against Man U. They came out in the second half. Only we escaped through the skin of our Chelsea, the same team. They came out in second half for Chelsea. No, these guys are second half team.
Second half team.
Like second half. So good game. It's gonna be a very. And that their stadium remind me of the Highbury of Arsenal. When they take you to that small stadium, they deal with you very well. So they know the style of play. I really, really wish they stay up. It's going to be hard, but I really, really wish they can stay up. They have this style of play that excites me. They have this style of play that makes you want to watch their man. They have this never die attitude.
They
have this striker called Adebayo that makes me the guy makes me remember about Adebayo. Very nice guy. No, mixes a lot of chances also, just tall like Adebayo, has dreadlock. But the thing about Luton is we can see some pattern. Now you ask me if I'm going to take this Luton coach. I'm going to take this Luton coach in Man U. Why? You just need to beef up your defense. Beef up, and I believe if he has the right players, they're going to do well. He has shown that he's a coach that is rugged. He's a coach that can demand more from the player. Why? I'll give you one example of the player, or two. Let me give you two. Lokonga in Arsenal. Arteta has never seen where to play that guy. Arteta have not seen anything to play that guy on. Lokonga is playing the best football of his life in Luton right now. Even Klopp has to mention Lokonga when they wanted to play Liverpool. That look at Lokonga, that the guy is playing ball. Everybody can see that he's showing himself right now. Arsenal fans are even saying, stay one more year in Luton and show us more. He's playing like a prime party. Another player again in that Luton team that this coach has improved. Barkley, the Chelsea Barkley that they thought they've thrown away and he's finished. The guy is now playing. He's giving passes. He's assisting. He's controlling game.
Bishop. Yeah? Don't be swayed by all these players and manager. You know why? I was just laughing when you said you wanted that manager. Man, you see, there are some managers that they are managers for small clubs, and there are some players that they are players for small clubs. That manager cannot handle big. Do you know how are you sure he can handle? He can speak to Bruno, and Bruno will listen to him. What has he done?
If you cannot speak to Bruno, you let him go. If I cannot speak to you,
and then you go and buy Sambi Lokonga. It's like yeah, you guys. Those are the players that can listen to him.
Lokonga, Asta says Sambi Lokonga.
Yeah, and then they loaned him because it's not good enough. Sambi Lokonga cannot get into the Arsenal team because they don't have Rice there, they have Party and all that. He can't get into that team. So look, all these players, like that. By the time look at Potter now, we got him and we brought to Chelsea, and we heard that players said they used to you know they were murmurings of players about him. They were not when you've not handled things, when you've not won stuff, when you that he doesn't, that is clueless. He has not won anything.
But Arteta has not won anything. Arteta has not won anything.
No, Arteta came on the back of winning. Don't tell me Arteta did not win anything. No.
He didn't win anything. Are you the coach at Man City?
Hold on. When you sit side by side with Pep for how many years?
Okay.
And you see Pep going to meet you, whispering into your ears, collecting information from you back. And please, what else do you need? You can't contain. You can't look. Arteta is well drilled. He's well drilled by the best manager for me ever in this. So and he came on the bus. And he came with.
So let me just
on the back of being an Arsenal legend.
Do you know that Ten Hag and Guardiola has coached together before?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yes, they have. And they have. You are right. And Ten Hag performed in Ajax. So that's why I said there's a fundamental problem in United. Look, let's not blame Ten Hag too much. What did this guy say about Man United?
What about the players?
What did he say? What did that man say? What's that man, Ralph Rangnick? What did he say about you?
He said change open heart surgery.
So look, Ten Hag was playing expansive ball on Ajax. This is an Ajax man. You know, Ajax have a style of play, beautiful style of play, and he was playing it with them. So look, there's a fundamental problem wrong with Man United, and I think maybe the cleansing is going to start this season now that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has come, and you want to get the players. That's why I was clamoring that maybe you should give Ten Hag, one more season. Even though I know it's not too palatable for him at this moment in time, but this man had a style of play in Ajax. So how is it difficult to replicate that in Man United now? Is what beats me.
He has gotten 2 seasons to do that, and he has not shown that style of play. So I don't think he can show it. That's all. Now he's bringing in players that has helped him to achieve that kind of style of play. Anthony, and I can't even see that guy playing that kind of style of play. So what time does he need again? So we keep going back to Man United. Let's Luton.
All right.
Luton and Villa.
Finally, yeah.
So for Villa is doing well, holding on to that 4th position. It's going to be tough because I think Villa and Spurs, I'm just going to confirm, I think Villa and Spurs still have a game to play. And that game is going to be a decider. For Spurs has their work cut out for them. I think Villa is going to clinch the 4th spot. Why? Spurs has Man City to play. Spurs have Arsenal to play. Spurs have Villa to play. Those 3 matches, they can lose those 3 matches and they can also win those 3 matches. So it depends. But for me, I think they might win the Arsenal one, but I don't see them winning the Man City and the Villa one. That's just those 2. So Villa is holding on to that spot. As you can from your table, I can see it's 5 points, right?
5 points.
That's the 5 points. 5 point clear. So that's the match and the draw at hand. So where are they going to get that from? I still wait to see. They too are going to drop some point because of the way they play. Just like Prof said, the way Tottenham plays, they all attack, so they're going to concede. All they are doing is we are going to outscore you, and if you outscore us, fine, we accept. So that's going to go a long way in this match. Good result for Aston Villa. Hold on to that spot where I want to see them qualify for Champions League, and let's see where they go from there.
All right. The last one, Burnley, losing out to Bournemouth. Bishop, I think Burnley should forget about this.
Yes, so I looked at the table now. I saw that
Uh,
Burnley and Sheffield are on the same point, 13
yeah.
points. And Burnley has played one game more than Sheffield. To me, I've already said Sheffield is gone. So right now I'm putting
Burnley.
Bowling is among those that is going back. Unfortunate for Company. It's so unfortunate that they came and they couldn't conquer. They have to go back. So the only club, the three of them are back. They are going
So
back.
yeah,
But I see Luton.
so
I
who is
see
going? Luton is also going down. Do you think
no,
so?
no. I don't think Luton will go down
Is that
because
at Nottingham Forest or Luton?
no, Everton is there now.
Everton is also like there.
Everton is just 1 point now. I can see the table now. So
I
Everton is just 1 point.
think for me, I think Luton. Look, for me, they are trying, but they won't have enough. I don't think Luton will have enough.
No, it's about looking at the
I think
features. It's about looking at. I think Luton has played their toughest features. So this thing
yeah,
is
but
because of see. Okay, look at their next match. Crystal Palace. That's their next match. It's a winnable game.
you mean Luton's next match is Palace?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
it's a
They have
game,
Bournemouth again.
I will still fancy Palace to beat them.
Yes, I will fancy Palace, but I think it's a game that they can get something from. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at their schedule, you can say, oh, these guys, they're not playing Liverpool again. That the only tough match for Luton now, I'm saying Tottenham, Arsenal, City. That's all. Tottenham, Arsenal, City. That's the tough match for them. Tottenham, Arsenal, City. And those matches they are away. So let's say they lose those guys. But they have a no match against Bournemouth. They have a no match against Brentford, which I think is winnable. They have a no match against Everton, which I think is winnable. They have a one match against
that would be
a big game.
Yeah. May 4th, Luton Everton. May 4th. So it's going to be a big game depending on how the table is. But for Sheffield and Burnley, I think those guys should just forget it. Start preparing for next season, live in the championship. You have tasted
I said Everton will not relegate because Everton they have Sondage, who we all know him. He knows how to fight. He knows how to fight this battle. And Nottingham Forest, for me, they have the quality. The likes of Odoi, Awoniyi, and Elanga. Yeah. I think they will. But they will come. They would make sure they will find the points out. So that's why I said Luton for me are in a dangerous situation. I think they're going to relegate Burnley and Sheffield.
All right. What about top four? Let's talk about top four. Before we wrap up, the team is going to make the fourth position. Let's forget about the first three. I mean, Liverpool, Man City.
No, we can't forget about the first three. Now, Arsenal is just 3 points ahead of Villa.
That's true.
No, Arsenal is just 3 points now.
Arsenal will finish. You'll finish it top four. Just let's talk about.
I think Aston Villa. How many points ahead of Spurs?
But Prof, can we say man should forget about top four? Look at the gap now. I think.
Man should forget it. 44 to 55.
55.
Man should forget about it. It's too much. They should fight for Europa League. I think even Spurs, it will be a difficult task, but it's between Villa and Spurs. And if I'm going to choose, I think I will still favor Spurs to finish in the top four. I think Villa might lose 1 or 2 games, and Spurs might win 1 or 2 and cover up that top four. So I will still go for Tottenham to finish in the top four ahead of Aston Villa and Villa to finish in the Europa League position.
Okay, so before you choose Spurs, I would like you to see their futures. They still have Chelsea to play, and that's Stamford Bridge, which I think they will lose that match. That's just me saying, I'm not because I'm favoring Chelsea or anything. I just feel like Chelsea is just being unlucky for anything. Aston Villa ahead, so I'm sure. So they still have to play Villa. That's still going to play. So their next match is even Villa. The next match is Aston Villa versus Spurs. So they're still going to play Newcastle.
So if Spurs win that game, they'll be 2 points behind Villa.
No, but Spurs cannot win that game because actually Villa beat Spurs at White Hart Lane, and now they're going to Villa Park.
Yes, Villa is going to be difficult, but Spurs can win.
Yeah, you can win, but I think I still favor Villa.
They're going to Villa Park.
Yeah, they're going to Villa Park.
You favor Villa. They are Villa are very strong at home. So
I favor Villa. So Tottenham is still going to play Newcastle. Tottenham is going to play Man City. Tottenham is going to play Arsenal. Tottenham is going to play Liverpool. Come on, this fixture doesn't pay them at all.
What's Villa's fixtures? Can you quickly read Villa's?
Okay, let me just go to Villa's fixture because I think Villa's fixture is the weakest among everything, and that's what I'm thinking. If Arsenal even messed up, Villa is going to overtake them. Now Villa is going to play Spurs next, just like we said. Then they go to West Ham. Then they play Wolves at home. Then they play Man City in Etihad. They play Brentford in Villa Park. Yeah, they'll play Brentford in Villa Park. They'll play Arsenal in Emirates. They'll play Bournemouth. They'll play Chelsea at Villa Park. They'll play Brighton at Villa Park, and they'll still play Liverpool at Villa Park.
You see, Villa they have difficult fixtures.
So Villa too has
both
Liverpool.
Of them, they are still
both of them, they have difficult fixtures as well too.
The door for me, I think, what I can say is that for me, Liverpool.
I think for me, Bishop, I think that match between Villa and Spurs is important.
Yes,
because
it's the next match.
If Villa can beat that game, that means they'll be 8 points ahead. So they have a cushion. I think that game is important. I think that game is very important.
And it's the next match.
Whoever wins that has a chance to finish top 4.
Yeah. So what's your top 4? What's your top 4?
What my own top 4? If you want to ask the Don right now, I would say Liverpool is going to win the league for me. Okay. Followed by Man City, Arsenal, and Aston Villa. This is how the league is going to
win. Okay, this is what
I Bishop.
Well, for me,
then let me say my own. This is what I believe.
Bishop.
I believe Liverpool will win the league. I believe Arsenal will overtake City. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe Arsenal is going to overtake Man City. City is going to come third, and I think this is going to shock all of you. I think Spurs will click that 4th position. I don't know how Villa will do it. I know Emery to be a
Bishop, you that you just said now that Arsenal is top 4 battle. You just said that Arsenal is top 4 battle. Anyway, for me,
no, I'm just joking with that.
For me, I think Anfield, obviously, Anfield will be rocking this, but I have a feeling that Pep is just I think he wants to do a same fort for club. I have it to me I just have it to me that he wants to do a same fort.
Oh my goodness!
And by that reason, I see him winning. It's going to be a huge match. I can't wait. But I think, look, they will come out and then Haaland will have space to drive. I think City will win that game. And when they go ahead, we all know what City are like when they go ahead. They never look back. So I predict Man City to win the league, Liverpool to come close at 2nd, Arsenal 3rd, and Spurs to finish 4th.
All right, this is how far we can go. Bishop, I want to say big up to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you, Prof. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you so much, Bishop.
All right, Prof. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, people. All right, this is how far we can go, people. Tonight, I'm telling you, I really enjoyed tonight's show. Until same time, it's gonna be next week. That's game week 28. Please smash the like on video and subscribe to our channel. This is how far we can go tonight. Until same time, I want to say thank you for joining us.